Hello, lovely stylists. I hope you are enjoying the newest season. I think it is absolutely stunning. But today we're going to talk about this new collab that was just announced between Infinity Nikki and Stardew Valley. The most opposite game out there to Infinity Nikki visual wise. I think graphically, obviously a pixel game compared to this beautiful, realistic style is so interesting to me. I'm a huge fan of Stardew Valley. I love it. I played a ton of it back in the day. I still sometimes will get on, check my farm, see how things are going. But I'm not gonna lie, this threw me for a loop, this collab. I was kind of shocked, like, what are they talking about? But we're gonna watch a video today that shows a little bit about the collab, not really giving us all of the specifics yet. We can kind of just speculate at this moment. The collab obviously has something to do with housing. This video is all about the housing. So we're gonna show a little bit of the beginning where it talks about the Stardew Valley stuff, which doesn't really tell us anything. And then we're gonna go into the housing showcase and kind of look at it and see what that's all about. Okay, let's watch this together. We have our little Junimos with their little garden around them. Very adorable and cute. Popping in and out of their little house. This definitely has something to do with gardening in Infinity Nikki. They even pop out of their house here and they start to pick some flowers, which you'll see later in the housing preview what the flower thing is about, I think. But yeah, here they're worshiping a strawberry or something. Is that a strawberry? Yeah, it's a big strawberry. And then he gets teleported to the Infinity Nikki world. So this is where the paths cross. He looks kind of cool right there. I think they did a good job, like, making the Junimo still look like a Stardew 2D figure, but he looks a little more 3D, like you see the block and stuff. I don't know, he looks like he is fitting into this world somewhat. So he lands and then look, he picks that little flower right there. So I'm curious to see if they are going to help us garden or something. It's just such, my mind is still trying to wrap around this idea of Stardew Valley and Infinity Nikki. I can't figure this out. Seeing the two logos next to each other too is just so weird, and it's very like opposite but not. So the Stardew is like pieces of wood kind of put together, and then the Infinity Nikki is a little more smooth looking, so kind of like the opposite styles but the same still, just kind of cute. So our little Junimo's going around collecting resources for us, which is kind of adorable. I don't know if that's what they're going to be doing in game. I don't even know if they're going to be in the game. Like, they show them here. Look at the house, guys. Look at the house, is so pretty. I'm really excited for the housing, and I hope it's good. Like, I don't know. I hope it's really good. But look at him in the world. He kind of fits. It's so interesting. So this is kind of our first look at the house, but look. So this is cute too. Nikki's Cozy Home is kind of a pixelated logo, which is kind of like Stardew Valley being pixelated. So this is part of the collab. I'm thinking just the home feature. I think that's going to be the whole thing. Look how pretty this is though. Oh my gosh, this looks really, really good. I think it'll look like this in game. It looks so beautiful. Look at the gazebo and stuff and all these flowers everywhere. Definitely very excited to dive into this. Now, I think we're having helpers. And this looks like, he looks like he's picking something. I don't know if he's a helper. The Junimo also look like they were picking something. So I don't know how they're going to incorporate the Stardew Valley thing into this. But he's definitely helping out. There's a board that he's looking at. I'm not sure what that is. This one's fishing. So they're doing all of our tasks. Okay, so here is like our first look at kind of the housing stuff. I think with the Stardew Valley, the only reason that they're saying it's a collab is because we're going to be able to garden. I'm not sure how much further they're going to take the collab other than, hey, look, you can garden in Nikki just like you can garden in Stardew Valley. Maybe it's going to be a lot more in depth. I'm really unsure how they're gonna meld the two, but Here is like the planting ability. You can see up here on the left hand, it says, after using the default planting ability, Nikki can plant crops in home and nurture their growth through watering. With attentive care, the crops will reward the cultivator with bountiful harvests. So you walk through and you put down your seeds and they kind of pop up. So pretty typical gardening, it looks like. Pretty simple mechanic. I mean, we do have a watering can. So we're watering, everything pops up right away. You don't have to wait for stuff to pop up, which is kind of nice. And then she's walking through her field of flowers, and then you can go through and just pick them all at one time. Just pick a bunch of roses one time. Now, why do we need roses? Are we going to decorate with these roses? Are we going to use the roses to craft something? Outfits or furniture? I'm not sure right now, but you can plant stuff. So we have that. And then as Nikki's planting skills improve day by day, she will unlock more fun gameplay experiences and acquire ability fusion, integrating existing abilities into her home life. So it sounds like you need to be planting to unlock these abilities. So she just used her orb to plant a bunch of stuff instead of having to walk through and plant. I'm also wondering, this is the default Nikki outfit. Hopefully we're going to get like some cute Stardew Valley looking, I don't know, pixelated looking dress or something to wear when we're gardening. That might be fun. But this is one of the abilities you can just, you know, use your orb and then there you go. It says after using the home construction ability. Okay, so now we're getting into the building. Now she's going to be building her house. Nikki will transform into the architect of her home, letting sparks of inspiration dance at her fingertips as she freely selects favorite furniture to build and decorate her home. So this part was so confusing to me at first because she's building like a floating house. Okay? But I think they're just trying to show us, hey, look, you can do anything you want. Look at me. I have, you know, a house on a platform that's floating above my flowers. I think that's all, like, I think that's why they made it like this. In the end, the house looks strange to me, but I think it's just to showcase the possibilities of building. So right now she's putting in the walls and she has like it looks like a quill. Looks like a feather quill, which is interesting. I guess she's an architect, so she's like drawing her plans possibly. There is no menu here. We don't have any kind of menu. So I don't know, how do you pick this wall? Are there different types of walls? Are there different types of floors? Where's the furniture menu? Like they're keeping all of that secret right now. So we're just seeing the building, which, I mean, it looks promising. You can delete walls, you can add walls. There's apparently you can choose a wall that has like a window on it. Well, I can't pause it, but you could choose a wall with a window. Here she chooses a wall with a door, an open door. So that's kind of nice. There's going to be different things to choose. Here's a furniture. So this is cool. It looks like it's a free rotation as far as the furniture goes. You can just rotate however you want to. And then there's like, you know, you can decorate. Oh yeah, right here she shows you can basically resize things, which is kind of cool. Watch, that chair just got smaller because she wanted it smaller. So I think that's going to be really nice. You can like make things bigger and smaller in your house. I would probably make that bed a little smaller. It looks giant. This chair also, or this desk also looks kind of big. Okay, so basic. This video really is showcasing extremely basic decorating. I think that there'll be people in the community that do amazing things and do better decorating, but we do have stairs and you can kind of, I guess it's a piece, like a piece of stairs, and so you have to connect the two pieces. Now she's gonna go upstairs and build another floor. Oh, and then we're popping back downstairs, I guess. So she decided to start decorating. So we're decorating lights, very, very basic. But I hope there's enough to choose from, like furniture-wise. I hope we are gonna get a very large library of furniture that we can collect to really make our style come out, because maybe someone doesn't like this like all wood style. I guess we'll see. The little bear's cute though, little teddy bear. This is neat. Look at this. They're showing us here that we can literally phase the pieces of furniture through walls and stuff, which is gonna be awesome for creativity. People are gonna do some really creative things with that. You can see how it's still green when she does that. Let's go back. So everything is still green, which would tell me that yes, you can go ahead and place this. I would think these would turn red if it was like you can't do that. So it looks like you could just have little birds hanging from your ceiling with no base to it at all. But then if you want the base, you can have a base. So that's kind of nice. She's got a piano, more furniture, more decoration. They're showing some decorating. And then she goes back upstairs here to make her second floor. And then I don't know why. I don't know why you just go up the stairs and walk straight into a window with no, like, how can she? I guess she can jump. She could jump over this. This upstairs is very interesting. Upstairs here. There is somewhat of a roof or no roof. I'm unsure. So she puts down this platform. There's definitely a roof here. You can see here she didn't really add a roof to that. I'm gonna guess hopefully you can add a roof. She's making some kind of like garden top area on her house here. So these are cool planters. I hope there's a lot of foliage, guys. I hope that we have so much foliage to choose from. I really do. This is very pretty. And she kind of set that planter down into the floor a little bit, if you can see. When she was setting it down, watch again. So when she sets it down, she kind of pushes it down into the floor, which is nice. So again, you can kind of phase things through the walls, which is pretty neat. And then here's some more. Now, they're not showing us how she's choosing these different items. There's got to be a scroll menu. There got to be a menu somewhere that we're going to be able to see all these different items. See, she phases that through the floor a little bit too. This too, like you can just do anything. So she's building like a little garden top, cute garden top area up here. Again, how does Stardew Valley get in? I don't know. I don't know how Stardew Valley gets into this, but it does. I really like these little like stone blocks. They're interesting. I don't know if there's two different types because this one is like more textured and that one's not. It looks like when you place it, it takes on the texture of the one you place it next to, possibly, which is kind of neat. But y'all, look at this house. Look at this house, y'all. We could do better than this. We could do so much better than this, I hope. So I'm just gonna guess they're showing us this because they're like, hey, look at the possibilities of what we can do. You can make a house float. Why is there a ceiling overhung right here? Like, this house makes no sense. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. I think our community will be able to make houses look way better than this. But they just wanted to show us everything we can do. So we made stairs with those platforms. She had to jump to get to her house. There's no door. The inside looks cute. It's cute. It's dark. Hopefully we have a lot more lighting options. Hopefully we have more wallpaper options, like different walls. Also, they just skipped over. How'd she get past her weird window thing she made? She just jumped. Look, she came up the stairs and then like, I don't know why they built that. That's so weird, but it's fine. Okay, now we're seeing, we also get to decorate outside. So here's a gazebo and like different stuff. Did she build this or is this on our property? I'm not sure if she built that or something. She maybe built this little outdoor area, outdoor garden, possibly. The tree is beautiful. Now here, you could take photos to obtain furniture blueprints. So she's taking a photo. I thought she was taking a photo of this guy. She's taking a photo of this piece of furniture behind the guy. So here's what I'm wondering, if we can take a picture of this right here, and then this is now in our blueprints. Can you take a picture of anything in the world? Can I take a picture of this light on the wall And now that light on the wall is in my blueprints. We don't know that yet. They're not really telling us. I guess it's gonna show gold if it's something that you can obtain. So photo saved in game, and then you got this item. That's kind of nice. You know, we're all kind of worried. I'm sure some furniture features will be locked behind the shop, but it looks like a lot of furniture is going to be obtainable through the world. So here's that piece that she just took a picture of, and now she has it in her inventory, which is kind of cool. And then here they go again. Here they go again with the Stardew Valley. We don't know. We do not know how this is gonna go with the Stardew Valley stuff. Okay, guys, so that is a little bit of the housing, talking through the Stardew Valley. What are your predictions? Tell me down below how you think they're going to meld Infinity Nikki with Stardew Valley. Is it just the fact that we have gardening, or are we going to actually get items in game that look pixelated and look like Stardew Valley? Are we going to have Junimos helping us, or like what's going on? I think the Junimos might help us just because they showed them in the actual trailer, but I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. When housing comes out, I'm definitely going to be covering more of the decorating side of Infinity Nikki. I'm definitely very interested in that. So if you would like to see more of that, consider subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.